We'll go Tom Aspinall down, I think,
Tom
man.
Aspinall,
Yeah.
Okay. So Tom Aspinall, obviously, I mean, we ain't gonna go through the fights and stuff, but got that. Was it first round finish or second round finish?
First round finish.
Yeah,
Mate.
you can break down the arm bar because for me, I'm not really done jiu-jitsu. So to get someone get straight arm bar on someone, how does that work?
Mate, it's very, very difficult. Volkov had him in half guard as well on the ground, but Tom said that he'd been working on that with his dad.
Yeah.
But obviously it's completely different MMA. Like you can obviously strike as well to try and get yourself in a more advantageous position.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw that arm isolated, he just went for it.
Yeah.
And it's very, very hard to get like an arm lock, like just straight like that. Like you see arm bars when like people lie back and like pinch with the knees and get the arm bars usually, but to get it from that position is very, very difficult. So yeah, like you can tell how technical he is because just before that as well, he slips a lovely right hand,
Oh, beautiful.
and then he goes for the takedown.
Yeah,
like
amazing,
Tom,
man.
his reflexes are lightning quick.
Yeah.
He's happy to take it to the ground, and I'm very happy that he got a submission win. Just to remind people that he is the full package in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, incredible stuff from Tom, man. I think he's moved up to number 6 now in the heavyweight rankings.
Yeah,
which,
today. Yeah, I saw that today. The thing is,
Which
I
is
feel
incredible.
like with him, it's like he's very calm as well. He's not rushing. I think it's just different because any fighter who's had to come from a background where they haven't like struggled for money or like got family to support, those like, yo, I need to get to that pay-per-view money. I need to get to the championship money. He's very calm, very relaxed. Like, I want to build up slowly and stuff like that. But because he's finishing everyone so fast, he has no option but to push through to the top 5 now.
He is ranked number 1 for like the fastest finishes within 5 fights or something, in like 5 wins within the shortest amount of time or something. I saw a stat, which is absolutely mental. The only way Hamza, like, imagine how quick Hamza has finished off his like last few opponents. Yeah, Hamza still has to finish his next fight within 60 seconds to get that record. So yeah, that's how quick Tom Aspinall's been doing it, man. He's flown under the radar, to be honest.
Massively.
Now he's announced himself and he called out Tai Tuivasa afterwards.
Perfect fight.
Yo, that's a massive fight. Massive fight.
I mean, like I think he said in the interview, it's like the new breed of heavyweights, like Cyril Gane style, where they're light on their feet, they're quick. They're not just like these big bulky heavyweights with power. These have got the explosiveness and the speed to go with it as well. So I don't think I think Cyril Gane would be a risk. I think he's playing the right game. I would have said either Derek Lewis, which I think he would have finished Derek Lewis, and or Tai Tuivasa, both of them. I think he's a better athlete than both of them, and definitely got the ground advantage against Tai as well. So I don't think Tai's gonna. I don't know if Tai will take it though, and maybe he's waiting on the title shot.
Nah, you know what? Tai's not one to turn down a fight, man. I think if they do return back to the UK later in the year, I think Tai would be very happy to come here and spoil the party, man. And Tai's like, he's a massive fan favorite anyway. He's like Dan Hooker. Like wherever he's going to go and fight, he's going to get cheers.
Yeah.
He got a cheer in Houston, Texas against Derek Lewis, which says it all, man. Like it's very exciting for Tom Aspinall, man. So, yeah.
So okay, just touching on that. So say if he doesn't get the Tai fight, in front of him now, I've got the rankings here. We've got Derek Lewis, Curtis Blades, Stipe, or Cyril Gane. So, what are your thoughts on sort of anyone else that you would like to see him against, other than Tai?
Man, I think people are literally like forgot about Stipe. Yeah. Stipe is a dangerous fight for Tom, man. Like I wouldn't want him to have that fight. Curtis Blades is a good option. Curtis Blades obviously got a good ground game, but at the same time, obviously Tom's got his jiu-jitsu as well, which so he wouldn't have that fear as much. So I think the Curtis Blades fight could work out really well, but he's got a fight booked at the moment. I think he's on an up and coming fight night card.
Okay.
So
yeah, I think it's. I actually think it's this week.
Is it this week?
Yeah, I think it's this week. Yeah.
So maybe the winner of that fight could fight Tom next. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. There's no point talking about Volkov. I feel like he's gonna retire soon. I don't know where he goes from here. He's only dropped to 7th, but maybe the loser of Blades and Dorcas. Yeah, fight him. Okay, cool. Let's move on. I think Arnold Allen, man. I think that geezer made a big statement. A big statement. I've actually I literally just rewatched the fight before we jumped on the call, I genuinely think the weight cut really messed with Dan Hooker because I've never seen him throw shots that slow. Like, he's slower than Nick Diaz when he came back to fight Robbie Lawler. Nah, genuinely, like, no, I'm not even lying. No, I swear to God.
Man.
No, I swear to God. Go back to watch the fight, yeah? The guy is throwing shots so slow. It's like, I don't know what was wrong with him. Like, I think it's the weight cut, genuinely. Honest opinion.
I felt so bad for Dan. Like, obviously, Dan's one of my favorite fighters, man. So it's like, it was kind of hard to watch, man. Like, he just got absolutely dismantled. Like, he threw one shot back at Arnold Allen, which dropped him. Which dropped him like briefly. It was like a flash, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's all one-way traffic, man. I just felt so bad for Dan after that fight, man. Like, obviously, doing that weight cut, getting himself down, and then just to go out in that fashion in the first round. Like, I was expecting a war. If it was a war and he lost, no problem. But
I just feel it's hard for a fighter to go up and then down. Like, I think once you've sort of gone up and sort of built your frame out a bit, going down is just too much. It's just too much for someone. Dana White's still backing Hooker, though. He said, this guy, look at who he's fought. He's fought great competition. He's gone down and he's fought 8-fight win streak, so he can do whatever he wants.
At the end of the day, he's fought killers, man. He's lost against killers. Obviously, once he's had a step down in competition against like Nasrat, he smoked him. So it's not the end of the world, but he obviously wanted to go on a title search. I don't see Dan getting a title, to be honest. Like, it's tough, man. There's still some land.
He's in no man's land. Like, he's not.
I think he's trying to
five, but beats everyone outside the top 5.
Yeah, man. He's a bit of like a kind of a gatekeeper for the top 5, unfortunately, man. So, there's some big fights, man. Hopefully, like, the UFC get him some nice paydays towards the end of his career and stuff, or whatever. But he don't want to fucking retire, man. So I don't know. He's been in some wars, so I don't know. It's a strange one.
Do you think he stays at featherweight or goes up to lightweight?
I think he's stubborn and he's made that cut, so I think he'll stay at featherweight. Yeah.
What about him versus Bryce Mitchell? What do you reckon about that?
Man, Bryce is a fucking killer as well, man. The top 10 of featherweight, and Bryce he's ranked 11th, so he's just outside the top 10.
Bryce is now number 9. Bryce is number 9 now.
Is he number 9? Man, it's stacked, man. Those two divisions are stacked, bro. There's been talks about him going up to 170. It's like,
Bryce.
He's just. No, Dan Hooker.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's got a frame for 170, like his reach and his height. Like, oh, man, I don't know, man.
I feel he's best at lightweight, to be honest. But obviously, he knows that he's not getting a title shot in that division. So does that hurt his motivation? Or is he happy just to get paid and just fight, like, be a gatekeeper? Like Cerrone did.
I think he does want. I think he does want a title, man. So I don't know. I don't know what the best division is for him to go for a title, because 170, there's killers as well. Like, who?
Man, 170 is full of killers, and they're all massive. They're literally all huge.
Like, imagine him versus Hamza. I would not want to ever see that, man. Like,
man.
He's banged Gilbert Burns, though.
Yeah.
He's beat Gilbert Burns there. So maybe if Burns loses to Hamzat, fucking get Dan Hooker versus Burns too, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should talk about Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen he's the boy in it. He smashed it like on the weekend. Like, he looked really good, man.
He looks so big in there as well. Like, powerful. He's so muscular.
Yeah,
he's got like strongman genes coming through, but he looks fucking strong. He looks powerful. It looks like he can do everything.
Bro, he's a problem for that division. He's a real problem for that division. Like, I was watching Ariel talk to him though, man. And Ariel's like, "Oh, you should go for the Max Holloway fight." Firstly, Max Holloway fights for the title next. Max has fought 2 absolute killers in Calvin Kattar and Rodriguez. So scrap all of that talk. But Calvin Kattar's are coming off the win off Giga. So I think that Calvin Kattar fight's a really good fight for Arnold Allen, man. Because Arnold Allen's a bit of a hype train now as well.
Yeah.
So if Calvin Kattar beats him as well, it sticks him right back up there for like title contention. Man, incredible for Arnold Allen. There's loads of good guys at the top of that division, man. You got Zombie, Ortega, obviously Volkanovski, Holloway, like mental. All the top 5s of every division. Other than like light heavyweight is stacked now, man.
I feel like it's always exciting when you get a hype train and then they fight someone where you're like, oh shit, now this guy's gonna test him. Like with Burns and
Yeah.
Hamzat, now he's getting into the real top 5 guys. Same with Allen now, if he fights Keita, Ortega, any of those guys. Now it's interesting.
Mm.
But that point brings me on to someone who has got hella hype, but is not fighting top 5 guys in the slightest. And that's Paddy Pimblett. What's your thought? I think we have a similar opinion on him, and we're not sort of brought into the hype train just yet.
I think with Paddy, yeah, like I understand his point that he's on a small contract at the minute because he put out a post saying that he wasn't even earning 50k. Like he responded to someone's post
He's probably on
saying,
2020.
yeah, he's like, I wish I was getting paid that much.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying for this contract, he wants to fight little unranked guys, and then when he renegotiates for his next contract, he'll step up in competition.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to fight killers on these wages, basically, which I understand. But from his performances, man, he gets rocked straight away in every fight, man. Like he even says, I need a punch to wake up.
Yeah.
But you know what? Taking a punch off these unranked guys is fine, yeah? But if you're getting a punch off like Dustin Poirier, Gaethje, Conor McGregor, or someone like that, that punch can put you out, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just think like I don't know if he's good enough for that top 5. It's a killer division as well.
Nah, but
so I don't know if he's good enough.
This is the thing, man. I really want to see him tested, but we know for the next 2 fights before he gets on a bigger contract, he's facing unranked people. Even after that, like I feel like he should have taken that Tapera fight. The guy that started on him. He's in featherweight though, so he needs to come up. But I think he's seen him smoke Jay Herbert, and he thought if I get hit with a shot like that,
he saw that punch and thought, "Yo, he knocked me out cold." But Herbert was winning the fight basically up until that point. But that Tapera is tough, man. And then Paddy knows he's there to be hit, man. So. That's the last person you'd want to take. Yo, Dan Hooker should move back up to 155 and fight Pimblett next, man.
I'm literally looking at the rankings now. They've actually put Hooker back in the lightweight rankings. He's 13th in the lightweight rankings.
No, he remained in the lightweight rankings. He never moved. He was 7th before UFC London in the lightweight rankings.
So they've dropped him in the... Okay. Yeah, maybe he should do that, but then he's still a ranked opponent. He doesn't want to fight ranked guys yet. Yeah, I guess we just have to ride it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ride it out. But he's not like Hamza. He doesn't want to like just smash everyone. Like he's playing it like smart, isn't he? Hamza like fucking fight anyone, man. But yeah.
Okay, cool. So victory first round again for Paddy. Moving down the card, I think it was it Gunnar Nelson against Sato?
Yeah, it wasn't the best of fights, innit? It was mainly on the ground, and like Gunnar Nelson just dominated. I think it was like 30-27 unanimous decision to Gunnar Nelson as well. So
it was a standard Gunnar Nelson display of grappling. We know he's good on the ground. I would have loved to see a bit more urgency with the submission, or a bit more like he was ground and pounding, but there were little shots. They weren't like finishing shots.
I was honestly surprised when I saw that fight on the main card. I thought the Paul Craig fight should have been in there instead, man. Paul Craig fights are exciting, man. Yeah,
I think Gunnar Nelson had a name from before when he was with Conor McGregor coming up, and it's like the SBG guys and this and that. So he has got like a name from that, because he fought Damian Maia on the UFC 194 card when McGregor fought Aldo. So he's got obviously people would have seen that. So maybe that was the reason. Yeah, but I don't know where Gunnar Nelson is the next fight someone in the top 15 and just get his. I don't know if he's got his ranking back. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I checked the rankings today. He wasn't ranked.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe Li Jingliang.
Yeah, maybe, but I think Li Jingliang will smoke.
You reckon?
Yeah. If Jingliang beat Ponzinibbio, I think he's gonna fuck up Gunnar Nelson, man.
Yeah.
So
okay, cool. And was it meat? And then it was Meatball, wasn't it? Meatball.
Yeah, Meatball. Carolina Luana.
Yeah. To be fair, I think Meatball. I rate her because of her story. I really do. Like the BT put a film out, and it was really like she come from a hard background and stuff like that. But I feel like they set the girl up to get battered by Molly. I don't know who this girl was or where they got her from, but Molly was smoking her the whole fight anyway. And that spinning elbow was amazing and fair play. She does deserve to get a bonus for that, and all the hype and stuff like that. So I'm happy for her because I'm a fan. But once again, it's unranked against unranked. So I don't know where we go from here. Either that's a I try and get someone on the 15th to 10th.
Give her Valentina, man.
Yes.
Nah, that's a joke, by the way. Obviously, I don't think she should fight her. Yeah, I don't know really where Meatball goes from here. Maybe fight another unranked opponent.
So in her division, flyweight, what about Macy Barber? She's got a big name. Have you heard of her?
Where is she ranked?
14th.
Yeah, potentially. I think she needs someone like 15 upwards, realistically, innit, man?
Yeah. Macy Barber's got a big name. I think she's a jiu-jitsu, very strong with the jiu-jitsu, which Molly's had a problem with. Her first UFC fight, she got choked out. So it could be a difficult fight for her, but I think she's just happy to fight. I literally think she's happy to fight unranked people and just love it with the fans after she wins.
Yeah, mate, and she's fighting these unranked people and getting 50k bonuses. That's two back-to-back bonuses for her, man.
Yeah. So literally, I don't think she cares. I think as long as she puts on a good fight for her fans and it's a bit of a war or gets a good finish, I think she's happy. So if she's happy to do that, we're happy as well.
Man, I saw a mad statistic of her as well. Like, in her first like few fights or something, she's got like, there's only like 5 other people that landed more significant strikes or something in their first few fights. Like, it's something mental.
Yeah.
But she just come out and throw hands in it. Like, she's got bare energy, man. She's like, in that first round, like, I was thinking, she's gonna tire herself out, man. Like, throwing so many combinations. But she just kept going and going, man.
Apparently, she has like one of the shortest reaches in the whole of UFC.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I swear this girl had like 7-inch reach advantage on her or some shit.
Yeah, everyone that she fights has a 7-inch reach or like reach advantage. So like she literally just has to get in their face and make it ugly. But you know what? She's got a good chin though, so she can take the shots as well.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Okay, cool. Move on. Who else was on that card? I'm trying to think now. Was it just Jay Herbert and Ilya?
Yeah, that was it at the bottom.
Okay, yeah. So that fight, obviously, from Birmingham. So Jay Herbert, Wolves lad. He literally talks the same as me. So I would have loved to see him get the win. He dropped him with a head kick, but sort of thought it was done and hesitated for a split second, and then he allowed Ilya to start grappling him and slow that down. But that head kick was lovely, piecing him up. But that 1 second hesitation caused Ilya to get back into it, and that KO, man, that's horrible. Like, his eyes were open. His eyes were still open on the ground, and I think what it was when I've just rewatched it, Jay actually hits him with a left hook, and I think he thinks that's gonna do something, but Ilya's got such a chin, he literally just takes it and throws his right straight over. Like, so I think he wasn't expecting the ones that you don't expect. They're the ones that switch your lights out. So I just feel like he did it. He expected a reaction out of Ilya, and when he didn't get it, and the guy just threw back straight away. He wasn't expecting it, but it was a nasty knockout though. Nasty.
Yeah,
knockout.
I think Jay did show that he belongs at that level though, man. Like
100%.
Yeah, he switched off basically, man. But yeah, he showed that he belonged at that level. I thought he was winning the fight up until that point. So, yeah, man. Hopefully Dana gives him another chance. To be honest,
he's 1-4 now in his UFC.
Yeah, I know.
So it's a difficult one, but I feel like Dana's likes the British guys now. So he might give him a few more chances. I think Jay's around 34, around that. So maybe he just thinks I'll just give him a few more. But yeah, he was doing great that fight. So yeah, hope he stays in the UFC. And for Ilya, 15th, like we said, in that featherweight ranking. We'd like to see him back because he's got a chin and he's got power. So these are always good attributes for a good fight. But I don't know anyone in that 15-10. What do you reckon?
Nah, I don't know at the top of featherweight, man. To be honest, Giga, he's higher ranked. I think he's like 8. Yeah, 8.
What about Burgos, man? Burgos is 14th. Ilya's
Shane Burgos. That's a fucking scrap.
That's a scrap. Sean Shelby, get it done.
That's a good fight.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's UFC London. Oh no, sorry. Do you want to talk about Paul Craig? I think we should.
Yeah, we'll just do a little mention on Paul Craig, man. Obviously we saw Paul Craig, man, whip out the jiu-jitsu last minute when like it looked like he was done, man. And then he just locks in a fucking triangle and taps him out, which was absolutely mental. But he's pushed himself up massively, man, in like the lightweight rankings now. Yeah. And he's called out, I think he's 8th now in the lightweight rankings, and he's called out Anthony Smith.
Yeah, good fight.
Yeah, which is a great fight. And like they're both got high level jiu-jitsu as well, so they can just it'll basically be a rolling match on the fucking ground, isn't it, man?
The thing is, I feel like the British commentator, I think it was John Anik, when he locked in that triangle, who was like, Paul Craig, time to shoot your shot for title contention. Oh, like in the commentary, I was like, oh, he doesn't deserve a title shot just yet. He needs to beat another, Anthony Smith, maybe someone else to get that.
Ankalaev's the next man up, man, after the Jury fight.
Yeah, Jimmy's
Jury
a beast. I think Jimmy's going to get that one, but we'll talk about that closer to the time. But yeah, like, not in for title contention, but Anthony Smith, that's a sick fight. If he gets it, another triangle, take out T-City from Brian Ortega and give it to Paul Craig, man.
Yeah, man, 100%.
But shout out, he made a lot of fans in it at the stadium, a lot of fans.